is Andrea Scott, and I am the Joyful Deep Freedom Diva. And I just want to share some thoughts that I've been thinking about lately relating to a situation I had actually yesterday, where I had a meeting with a creditor, and in the past, I would have been filled with shame and guilt and be very reactive and would have been so angry about what happened, even though I recognized my mistakes, but still that would have been very reactive, and that would affect how I interacted with the creditor. Well, yesterday, I chose to address the situation from a perspective of feminine energy, because when we're in our feminine energy, we handle things differently. Of course, feminine energy and masculine energy, there's very different ways of dealing with things. So in the context of feminine energy, a big piece of it is really being in touch with your feelings, tapping into how you're really feeling about what you experience. In my situation, this meeting actually was set up a few weeks ago, and so I took a lot of time addressing my feelings of shame and guilt and my false beliefs around the situation. I swear I spent hours and hours and hours in tears resolving, releasing my pain, releasing my feelings, releasing my false beliefs. And a big piece of that was staying connected to my womb space, and we had shared about that earlier. And that, as a result of releasing the shame and the guilt, when I actually had an interaction with the creditor, I was able to be calm, be collected. Other things that I do a lot of energy work, so a big piece of it, part of it was creating what I call the white light of protection. In other words, imaging a light that surrounds my body, basically from the top of my head. In essence, I saw myself as if I was in an egg, and a white light of egg that surrounded me, and that protected me from energy that doesn't serve me, and also so that I could stay centered and grounded. As a result of this situation, I came up with a win-win situation for my creditor, which meant the situation was resolved in a way that that person felt satisfied, that their needs were being met. I met my commitment. I owned my mistakes in handling the situation, and came up with a plan that would resolve the situation for the creditor. And at the same time, releasing my shame and guilt, so I didn't feel guilty, I didn't feel embarrassed, I didn't feel uncomfortable in my interaction with this creditor. And a big piece of that, I just realized actually when I reflected on it yesterday afterwards, is that a big piece of releasing shame and guilt is that you're detached. I mean, I knew that the situation was going to be resolved. I walked into that meeting and I knew that it was going to be resolved. And I had a strong intuition that this person was going to be satisfied with my solution, and the plans were made. So I was detached. I walked into the situation, I was calm, I was clear, and I didn't felt like held onto the party's response. As a result, they felt their needs were met, and I took my part in what I needed to do to resolve the situation. It was a win-win situation for everyone. Now, we know that in terms of conflict, in the very strong masculine energy, which is warrior mentality, it's about wiping out the competition. It becomes very positional, a one-up, one-down situation. But from the context of the feminine energy, it's about creating resolution and resolving a situation so it's a win-win solution for everyone. So my focus is clearing my energy. My responsibility was clearing my energy, releasing the shame and guilt over the situation, and then I could be clear about what solutions I could come up with. It's the same thing for any of us. When we're dealing with challenges in life, it's our feelings about how we interpret the situation and how we interpret it as a result of our feelings, our beliefs, our false beliefs in a lot of cases, then we act out of those false beliefs. And that's how wars, that's how major family disagreements happen, because we're coming out of our false beliefs. So you get false beliefs hitting up against another false belief, and it's chaos. That's what happens. It's chaos. But when we operate out of our feminine energy as women, then we're focusing on connecting with our feelings, honoring how we're feeling, processing it, releasing it. And I have to say, I was blessed because I've been working with Kamala Murphy, who is an amazing coach who does energy work, and through her and her energy work that she does, I was able to release major guilt, major feelings of shame around the situation, and was able to clear it. So if you're looking for a way to release pain that you've dealt with, that you've experienced, you don't know how to deal with it, I would definitely encourage you to check out some of the resources that Kamala Murphy offers. And she has a course coming up that addresses the whole issue of shame. Again, it's Andrea Scott. I'm the Joyful Freedom Diva who is free of shame, and I'm so thankful. Again, have a wonderful day. Thank you.